What's going on, guys? So today I want to talk about more about specific ideologies and problems that I have with the left because I'm sure you guys always hear me criticizing the left, but I want to actually focus on ideologies and philosophy that actually is what drove me away from the left. And so let's go ahead and get to it from the first black woman, first quote unquote black woman to lose the presidential election, the future loser, Kamala Harris.
It has to be about a goal of saying everybody should end up in the same place. And since we didn't start in the same place, some folks might need more. Equitable distribution.
Equitable distribution, right? Basically, to sum it up for people that aren't familiar, this is the idea of equality versus equity. Basically, equality of opportunity versus equality of outcome, right? Equality, real equality, okay, is where everyone has the tools or is given. Let's say, for instance, you're at a let's say for instance you're trying to build a box, right? It's just something simple, right? Let's just try. You're trying to build a wooden box, right? And everyone is given equal amount of tools, right? You're all given the same tools, the same quality, no defects, no issues, no problems, or the same issues and problems. Either way, the factors that you receive are they're are harmonious. They are the same. And that doesn't mean one person might be better with their hands than the other person. One person might be a full carpenter, then another person might be physically weak, but they all receive the same tools, right? Equity would be, okay, well, you're a carpenter. So as a carpenter, we're going to give you worse tools and we're going to give the best of the best, and we're going to give more tools to the people that don't know how to do it as well as you, because you can do it already. You don't need as much. And that's the idea of equity. Equity is basically saying that we are going to manufacture and construct the outcome by taking away and giving to those who we deem as needing it more. I'm not for that. Let's just be clear with that right now. I'm not for that. I believe in equality, equality of outcomes. I mean, of opportunity, to be specific. Everyone should get the same opportunity, and in general, in America, everyone does get the same opportunity. Now, whether you have the resources or the knowledge or the information to take advantage of that opportunity, now that's up for debate. Why that is, that's up for debate. But at the end of the day, you have the opportunity. A black person can get just as rich as any Haitian that comes over, as any Indian that comes over, as any Asian that comes over, as any white person that grew up here too or came over. So at the end of the day, that's what I believe. I believe that there is and there should be an equality of opportunity. Give everyone the chance to be great. Now, whether they actually become great or not, that's up to them.
Giving resources based on equity, understanding that we fight for equality, but we also need to fight for equity, understanding not everyone starts out at the same place. So there's a big difference between equality and equity. Equality suggests often everybody should get the same thing. Well, that often assumes everybody started out in the same place. As opposed
now, but and this is my philosophical question to you. Does it matter if everyone started off in the same place? Is it relevant that everyone started off in the same place? Or if they didn't start off in the same place? Who are you to manufacture? Who are you, and this goes to that big government problem. Who are you to manufacture the lives of people? When everyone has the ability to go out and get a job, everyone has the ability to figure out or learn a skill or a trade in order to survive. I mean, I'm just saying. Most of us, our lives ain't perfect, but we got to figure it out. So at the end of the day, who are these people to sit there and manufacture and dictate and tell you that you don't deserve as much, or you don't deserve your fair share, or you should be demanded to give more than your fair share to make up or compensate for the inadequacies of other people? That's not right. It's not right. Morally, it's morally not right.
To equity, which is everyone should end up in the same place.
But should they? Should a loser end up in the same place as a rich man? Should a mediocre person end up in the same place as a rich man? Should someone who is comfortable and content with mediocrity, should they wind up in the same place as someone who's hungry and dedicated to growth and looking for abundance? Should they end up in the same place?
And if you then understand not everybody started out in the same place, you understand some people need more. So we all end up in the same place, right? We are proud of the fact that equity is one of our guiding principles. Proud of the fact that we understand equality is important, but not everybody starts out on the same base. We see that.
Have y'all ever noticed that whenever Kamala Harris is explaining something, it really just sounds like, I think she's just explaining it to herself, because honestly, whenever she talks, she always sounds like she always sounds like she's like a grade school teacher. You know what I mean? It's like not even grade school, preschool. She sounds like a preschool teacher.
People in our country are having an experience that is not equal.
Oh, I just had a thought.
So when we talk about the work
I just had a thought. What if the reason she talks like this is because that's what she thinks of everybody, or that's what she thinks of the people that she's addressing? She doesn't talk like that when she talks to Indians. Just saying.
we are doing here together, it is recognizing that and being guided by this principle of what we must do in the spirit and in the interest of equity.
We must not be unburdened by that which has been done. It don't make sense when she says it in context either. Just so you know.
To put equity firmly at the center of our economic policy. But no, if you look at the reality of who will benefit from certain policies, when you take into account that they're not starting at the same place and they're not starting on equal footing, it will directly benefit Black children, Black families, Black homeowners. Voter ID. It has to be.
And that's the problem, guys. That's the problem, guys. Nobody wants to just try to strive to be great. That's one of the things I like about YouTube, because YouTube is definitely the type of beast where, you know, you get what you what you hunting on here. So that's what I'm saying. So it's like our country is great because of the principles that the traditional principles that we've upheld. Does that mean that everything is right? No. I mean, yeah, of course, slavery is not beneficial to human society. But what I'm saying is that stuff that did work, what's the point of changing it? Why do you have to change everything? The truth of the matter is everyone is not equity is a false BS concept, because at the end of the day, you cannot manufacture outcomes. That's playing God. You can't manufacture outcomes, because at the end of the day, the world should be where you get what you earn. It should be that. But I guess that makes you a bigot, right? Oh, I guess that makes you a sellout. I'm just saying, man, and instead of worrying about equity, why don't you try to learn how to boss up and get on that level? I'm just saying.